Welcome and good day, everyone. Welcome back to another weekly update on the results after the week 3 of this third season, and also the announcement for the pairings for week 4's matches. I'm gonna go ahead and get a random match started in the background for everybody, so that way you can do more than just listen to me blab on about everything. But also, like to remind everybody to support Nintendo and their affiliates, because hey, without them, we wouldn't have the game, let alone the amiibo that we're battling it out with in this competition. Alright, so I'd like to first start off by going over the rating, the stats from the characters, not just talking about who won and who lost. So going over the Pokemon group, first we have Jigglypuff, which has 0 wins and 3 losses. Now Jigglypuff being the number 1 ranked seat, that definitely does not look well. Jigglypuff definitely needs to gain some wins moving forward if Jigglypuff doesn't want to be booted from the competition for Season 4. And then we have Pikachu with doing the exact opposite with 3 wins and 0 losses. So Pikachu is currently undefeated after 3 weeks, the exact opposite of Jigglypuff. Then we have Lucario with 1 win and 2 losses. And needing to gain some more victories. Pokemon Trainer also with 1 win and 2 losses. And then the rookie Terry with 2 wins and 1 loss. So looking like Pikachu and then Terry are doing the best out of these 2 characters, and if they can keep those if they can keep winning, then they will end up moving into the Smash-Offs. With 4 weeks left to go. Then the Legend of Zelda group, we have Ganondorf with 2 wins and 1 loss. Link with 1 win and 2 losses. Zelda undefeated with 3 wins and 0 losses. Sheik with 2 wins and 1 loss. And Captain Falcon with 0 wins and 3 losses. Now Captain Falcon looks like he's in the same predicament that Jigglypuff is in. Being the only one to have no wins after week 3. The Captain Falcon's really going to have to start turning it around in the weeks ahead to keep from being knocked out of the competition. Alright, then in the Alpha group we have Kazuya, which continues to dominate with 3 wins and no losses. However, then we have Pit with 0 wins and 3 losses. Little Mac with 2 wins and 1 loss. Fox with 0 wins and 3 losses. And Wolf with 2 wins and 1 loss. So it looks like Kazuya's clearly the top dog in the Alpha group right now, for more than one reason. And Little Mac and Wolf are have both won 2 matches, but Pit and Fox are both in the same position, and one of them, if they don't turn things around, will end up getting booted and not coming back in Season 4. Now then we'll have the last group in the Action Force is the Dreamland group, starting with Ness with 2 wins and 1 loss, Meta Knight with 2 wins and 1 loss, King DDD with 2 wins and 1 loss, Kirby with 0 wins and 3 losses, Villager with 2 wins and 1 loss. Now the Dreamland group has usually been one of the most interesting groups that I have found in this competition, because a lot of the times they have a very, balanced win-loss ratio between the characters in their group. So it really makes it interesting, because you don't know who is going to necessarily come out at as ranked 1 or even 2 until like close to the end. Although it is looking like Kirby, though, is doing the worst out of the group with 0 losses and needs to gain some wins to prevent being booted at the end of the season. Alright, now over to the Battle Force. Starting with the Metroid group, we have the Wii Fit Trainer with 2 wins and 1 loss. Ridley with 1 win and 2 losses. Bayonetta with 2 wins and 1 loss. Samus with 0 wins and 3 losses. The Mii Gunner with 2 wins and 1 loss. A lot of these characters are pretty close in their win-loss ratio, but Samus had, the signature hero for the Metroid group, literally has no victories, and she really needs to get some wins in the following weeks to have a chance of sticking around, because nobody is safe here at the end in season 3. And then the Super Mario Brothers group, we have Yoshi with 3 wins and 0 losses, continuing to dominate in this competition. Sora with 2 wins and 1 loss. Piranha Plant with 1 win and 2 losses. Mario with 1 win and 2 losses. Luigi with 1 win and 2 losses. Man, this is a really interesting win-loss ratio in the Super Mario Brothers group, as these competitors are literally 1 win or loss, a difference, between a lot of them. So, it's going to be hard to really call who's doing what in the Super Mario Brothers group. Another one of the groups that has really interesting win-loss dynamics this season, just like the Dreamland group. Now the next group, the Fire Emblem group, we have Byleth continuing to dominate in the Battle Force, getting with 3 wins and 0 losses. Simon Belmont, surprisingly 0 wins and 3 losses. Ike with 2 wins and 1 loss. Marth with 0 wins and 3 losses, tying up with Simon Belmont. And Ryu, the rookie, 2 wins and 1 loss. So Simon Belmont and Marth really need to pick up some wins moving forward if they want a chance to stay in the competition, let alone make it into the Smash-Offs. But at this point, I think their bigger goal is just not getting booted. Then in the Beta group, we have again some of the toughest opponents. We have Donkey Kong with 1 win and 2 losses. Hero with 2 wins and 1 loss. Cloud with 1 win and 2 losses. King K. Rool with 2 wins and 1 loss. And Dr. Mario with 2 wins and 1 loss. Now that's another one of those groups that is all over the place. Man, after 3 weeks, there is a lot of these characters in these matches and these groups that that are so close in those win and loss numbers that it is really tough to see. I mean, some of them are more clear than others. The ones that have gone undefeated are definitely look like they have a better chance. With like Yoshi, Byleth, Kazuya, Zelda, Pikachu. I mean, those are the names of those who have not lost a single match, so far. All right. Looks like we got through that first initial random match in the background. Looks like Rosalina and Luma defeated Ganondorf in the sudden death to gain the win. All right, good job. Oh yeah, they both had +2 on the victories. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start one more of those because we still have to go over the matches for next week. So we're going to go ahead and start another random match in the background as we go over the matches for next week. So the matches for next week are starting off on January 26th. We're going to have Jigglypuff versus Pokemon Trainer. Then we're going to have Kazuya versus Little Mac. That should be a tough match between these two. They're both pretty tough brawlers. Then we're going to have Wii Fit Trainer versus Samus. Hoping that Samus can gain her first victory on Monday. Then we have Byleth versus Ike, which should be another good match. Then on Tuesday, January 27th, we will have Pikachu versus Link, with Link hoping to gain his second win against the undefeated Pikachu. Then we'll have Pit versus Wolf, which Pit is looking to gain his first victory, and Wolf looking to continue with hoping to gain that third win. Then you're going to have Ridley versus Sora, and Simon Belmont versus Ryu. Simon again hoping to pick up that first win against in week 4. Then on January 28th, we're going to have Lucario versus Terry. And then we will have Fox versus Kirby. Now, interestingly enough, Fox and Kirby both are one of them is gonna walk away with gaining their first victory, and both characters hoping that it is them that gains that victory. Then we're gonna have Bayonetta versus the Mii Gunner. Both of them at currently the same rank, but the win between these two will push the other one ahead in this match. The fourth match will be Marth versus King K. Rool. Now Marth has a tough opponent again with King K. Rool, as Marth has yet to win a single match, and King K. Rool has won against 2 of his opponents. Then on January 29th, we are going to have 4 matches, with the first one being Ganondorf versus Sheik. Now they both have a 2-win, 1-loss record, and both looking to gain another victory over their opponents. Then we have Ness versus King DDD. Again, both characters looking to gain that 3rd win. Then we have Yoshi versus Mario. Mario hoping to cause Yoshi to gain that first loss in week 4. Then we have the 4th match on Thursday is Donkey Kong versus Cloud, both with 1 win and 2 losses, looking to gain their 2nd win to help them out in the rankings. Then the final matches of week 4 are on January 30th, with the first match being the undefeated Zelda against the so far unable to win a match, Captain Falcon. With Zelda having the 3 wins and Captain Falcon having 3 losses, you know, this is going to be a tough one for Captain Falcon to win, but it'll definitely look good on his chances moving forward if he can defeat Zelda. Then we have the second match is Meta Knight versus Villager. Then we'll have Piranha Plant versus Luigi. And then our last match on Friday, January 30th is going to be Hero versus Dr. Mario. Man, so many of these matches, these characters have, you know, the numbers for the win and losses in these characters are still so scattered between these characters. It is still tough to call too much other than, hey, these characters that have not won a single match need to win one, so that way they can prevent themselves from being booted from the group after week 7. And then the other side of it, you know, the ones that have won 3 matches and are currently undefeated have a better, have a pretty, are pretty sure that they're gonna, at the very least, still be in next season, at least winning 3 matches. And they do have a better chance at making it to the Smash-Offs. All right. Well, those are the matches and the results after 3 weeks. We have about 2 minutes. We have around 2 minutes left on this match between these 5 randomly selected characters, showing off final smashes and other things and other items in this match. Whoa. Oh, Omar, shit. Oh my gosh, we're getting attacked. Yep, that must be Omar. Woo! Terry with the powerful attack on Dark Pit, man. Woo! Now, I haven't been watching this match go on, so I really don't know who's been doing what, but Piranha Plant just got another 2 knockouts. King K. Rool using that big blasting laser, shooting Donkey Kong Island, or Kong Island. Wait, did somebody just get turned into a chicken? Yeah, there's so much action going on here. It is really... Oh, no, somebody didn't get turned into a chicken. The chicken got brought onto the map, and that's one of the ones from The Legend of Zelda. And if you... Oh, there's the Metroid! And if you hit that chicken, it rages, and it's very... And you do not want to get on the chicken's bad side in The Legend of Zelda games. Very bad. I wonder who has control of that Metroid, because now it's attached to King K. Rool. Well, it was. King K. Rool answers back with a big Snorlax, and boom. Wow, that Snorlax was underwhelming, but King K. Rool pulls out the assist trophy. Oh, and Olimar using his smash attack. Boom. Terry with his smash attack. Terry better finish that off soon, otherwise he won't get credit for it. Yeah, alright, so here we go on this timed match. Looks like King K. Rool ends up winning that timed match with +9. Wow. Oh my gosh, hi Boise. Alright. Well, there was a lot more information to share in this one today. And as you may have noticed, I'm talking a lot better than I was in the first 4 days this week. So I definitely wanted to make sure to give everybody a lot more effort, considering that I had a difficult time throughout the week. So I do appreciate everybody bearing with me throughout the week. All right. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you like the content, go ahead and give it a nice thumbs up. If you want to see more content such as this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that way you can get notified when new content is available. Also, if you decide to leave a comment, please do so in a respectful manner, because we want to keep this family friendly after all, so everyone can enjoy. Thank you once again for watching, and have a wonderful day.